In prior talks, I have mentioned this idea that your sole purpose in life is to forgive your thoughts. And I want to take that to a higher level of refinement now. Your whole purpose, I would suggest or invite, is to be surrendered to this moment. Now, the mind doesn't want to do that because the mind is really interested in controlling this moment. And the mind is interested in past and future. So while I'm talking, one of the ways to calm the mind is to breathe in by expanding your belly. Breathe out, relaxing and dropping the shoulders. So, I thought I could describe what I'm talking about. When you're in the moment, you're not disturbed by thoughts, and there's kind of a softness, a relaxation, a blurring of where you end and everything else begins. I mean, ultimately, there's no separation. We will get there, folks. Okay, so what is my recommendation? My recommendation is that you're forgiving thoughts. Why are you forgiving thoughts? I really didn't explain that. And when I say why, I don't mean like what is the reason for that particular thought being forgiven, but thoughts in general, whether they're thoughts about how great you are or how terrible you are or what you have to do or what you already did, positively or negatively, those are distractions from what I've just described, that being in the present moment. And so this idea of the delicious, uncertain present moment. It almost spells dump, but it's the other way, D-U-P-M. Delicious, unpredictable present moment, D-U-P-M. And in that space, there's a exhilaration, there's a fear, there's a giddiness. It all becomes kind of one thing. You're falling, but there's no ground. And most minds don't want to be there in that place. Minds like to tell stories and come up with plans, look out for dangers. So the more frequently we can just connect to the breath and enter this delicious, delicious, uncertain moment. Oh, yeah, moment in the present. There you go. We can cultivate peace. So yes, on one level, your job is to forgive all thoughts, but the more you get to the forgiving, the more you can enter this state. And so then you're beginning to set up a preference for this state. The empty cup. And so then what you're forgiving is just the mind taking you out of it. And even if it's a happy thought or it's a thought about how great you are, you're still forgiving it. Because the idea is that you're setting a priority that the state of presence is the priority. And so the mind will slowly catch on and start to cooperate. Or it may start to rebel more. You'll forgive it more. And through the act of forgiving, you're acknowledging that you are not the creator of the thoughts, and the thoughts that are supposedly about you are not about you. And so I thought I should address particular complaints people have: eating disorder, relationship issues. Let's just take those two. So in the realm of eating disorder, I think a lot of eating, maybe all of it, is to fill some kind of hole, some gap. Same with addiction. It's this inability or an unwillingness to go into this insecure, uncertain, deliciously curious, unpredictable now. You drop the story, you just enter the now. And then you can become addicted to that, which is great. But the point is that the food and the alcohol or whatever the addiction is, video games, it's not solving the underlying issue. At the present moment is an uncertain moment. It can't be controlled. But let's flip the game and make it that our goal to get there, to be with that uncertainty, to be okay with that and drop story. And anything that takes us out of that, we forgive it. We forgive story. We forgive any thoughts about the insecurity or the thought I have to do something. So I mentioned relationship issues. I think this is a particularly interesting one because we have a construct about our partner, or if we don't have a partner, we have a construct about ourselves for not having a partner. And what happens if we drop all of that and we meet another person or we meet ourselves in this moment outside of the story? Then we're available